Okay, so hello guys, I'm Taylor Hatch.
I'm Benjamin Michael Williams.
Stop adding your freaking fucking middle name in there. Okay, today we're gonna be talking about The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Ben
and I are gonna take a couple minutes, talk about the things we didn't like, and then go back through and talk about what we would change, how we would film the video.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, do you want to start?
Yeah, so the things I didn't like, I liked the beginning. I didn't like how they made General Hux kind of like a joke. I feel like the stormtroopers shouldn't respect him, so like there's no really command there. So like they're not even scary, they're not even really following a guy because they're like, this guy's pathetic. I didn't like how long that chase scene was with the Resistance and the First Order. I was like, they're running out of fuel, they're running out of fuel, they're running out of fuel, we get it. And it just kept going on, and I was like, dude, you gotta cut 20 minutes of this out, I was gonna die. I didn't like Rose. I felt like her character was random, and she was literally there only to give Poe Dameron a plot line, and it wasn't even a good plot line. I didn't like a lot of the Force things in it. Rey, I liked in Episode 7. I did, and I was like, wow, she's a really cool character. I'm excited to learn about her. He doesn't agree. Whatever. No, I liked her in the 7th one. She was fine. And in this one, I feel like they were like, no, we're not going to build her character. She's just awesome now. And I didn't like how there were so many promises from The Force Awakens, and of course they shouldn't follow all of them, but the fact that literally not one of them, all of them were false,
yeah.
It's like, it's almost shock value that they were trying to do. Snoke isn't real. Rey doesn't have parents. Sucks for you.
Kylo doesn't care about his parents and crap.
Kylo really doesn't care about his parents, and there's no chance now that he's ever going to the light side. Like, literally everything was stupid. I don't like how Leia lived, but I didn't mind how they did it. He does whatever. I don't like how they killed Luke. I was like, really? He just had a pretty cool scene and then he's just done? That's it? Yeah, and I don't like how Rey was just instantly powerful. I think that pretty much sums it up. Now, what do you think?
Okay, so what I didn't like was the beginning. Obviously, I loved the beginning fight scene, but then when Kylo Ren was about to shoot his mother's, I don't know, the front area, what's it called? Command center of the ship.
Front area.
Yeah, the command center, and when Kylo was gonna shoot the command center, blow it up, and kill his mother, but then he like had this moment where he was like, you know what, maybe I do care about her, and then it happened anyway, and he was told to come back to the ship because they couldn't protect him. I thought that was dumb. After that, I thought Poe Dameron's thing, how he got in trouble by killing everyone, which is still a bad thing. I thought them keeping him out of all the plans was a stupid idea. I think Rose stopping Finn from going to find Rey was the dumbest thing ever, because then they became frenemies, and they had to gosh, Snoke talking about how to like Kylo Ren to be more of a man or whatever, or like stop being sad.
Yeah, that.
And so he like breaks his helmet. I thought that was kind of whiny. I also in the beginning, I hate how they made Hux a joke, and how he was like, "Can you not hear me?" or something. Dumb. The whole casino thing, terrible. Cut it out. After that, the planet, the way they got there was dumb. I thought the shots were very nice. The cinematography was crazy, but Finn not dying, and then Rose not dying when she saved Finn, and then Luke dying even though he's alive, and Leia not dying even though she's dead. I thought that was stupid. And then Rey in the end being able to pick up all these freaking rocks even though she's never done anything with the Force whatsoever. Yeah. Oh gosh, she's my least favorite character. But yeah, I think that sums up most of the things I hated.
So now we're gonna do kind of like a pitch meeting where like we're pitching a movie to Kathleen Kennedy. This is what The Last Jedi should have been. How do you think it should have started? Started good, or would you have changed something? Maybe started with a different location.
Okay, so the beginning of the movie, I think I loved it. I didn't really care about the whole gravity issue thing of the bombs. I thought they could have come up with a dumb excuse for that to work. I liked him going in anyway and being the hotshot dude that he is, and him, he did kill all of his friends, but I felt like that added to the story. Okay, so I think the story should have gone, Rose and Finn stayed on the ship trying to find Rey and staying behind the backs of everyone else. Cut the whole casino part out because screw them. And once they're in that fight with the First Order, they're like, okay, we don't have a lot of fuel left. let's hyperspeed or whatever to a random planet out there that we have on the radar, and let's just hope we can survive. And so they put into hyperspeed, and bam, they go.
Oh, and that was another issue. I don't think there should be a hyperspace tracker.
Yeah,
they should be able to track. So I think they should have not been able to track through warp speed, right?
Yeah.
And then they speed off to another planet. Yeah.
So then, like Ben said earlier, you didn't hear this. They crash into that crystal planet, right?
Yeah.
And the First Order doesn't know where they are anymore. But they're crashed. Now they're on that crystal place, and they're starting to set up barriers. They're starting to find weapons. They're trying to survive, and they send out another messages to all their other allies, right? The First Order comes in to another Rebel Alliance place, destroys them, and sees that they just got a message that they're on this certain planet at this certain place. They need help. So the First Order gets the information, and that's how they find them on the planet. Kylo Ren gets all their special stuff, and they go, and they have the whole fight scene. I thought I would have totally had Finn, or I would have had Rose save Finn in the end, but then she went into the thing, the door break. I don't know what the heck it's called.
It's like a Death Star miniaturized
thing where it burns the whole, whatever, destroys the big door.
Yeah.
I would have had her sacrifice herself and make that thing blow up, and then Finn is screaming on the ground, right? He's sad, and then I think Leia should have been like, okay, you know what? I will sacrifice myself. I will.
So she hasn't blown up. She didn't blow up at all.
Yeah. Okay. So then, this is how I think it should have ended.
Yeah.
Leia should have realized that there was no way they were going to make it off this planet. They were screwed. The First Order was there. No Rebel Alliance came. Her, being the mother of Kylo Ren, should have walked out, and Kylo Ren should have been like,
"Oh shit!
Oh my gosh!"
That would have been really good,
right?
Instead of Luke walking out,
yes,
because then he wouldn't have had it. Okay. I just like that idea.
And so then she walks out. He should have been like, "Wait!" Stopped everyone.
So
he should have gone down, and he should have. They should have been yelling at each other. This really emotional thing.
Yeah.
And then he should have been like. He should have realized that, you know what, I have to kill my mother so I can progress as this Sith Lord.
Yeah.
And so he should have been there, and she should have been yelling at him, and then finally gotten quiet and been like, your father loved you, or something emotional.
Yeah.
And then he should have been like, turn on the lightsaber, runs at her, and then the green lightsaber shows up, and Luke is there.
Shut up.
He stops the lightsaber.
So good.
And then Kylo's like, freaking out because now there's Luke Skywalker protecting his sister.
So Luke wasn't a Force ghost; he was really there.
No, he was a Force ghost.
Oh, yeah. So but he just doesn't die at the end.
Exactly, because he's a Force ghost.
And it's physical though, like you can actually touch
because he touches Leia and kisses her.
Yeah,
and then Leia steps back, and then it's just Luke and Kylo on an actual fight, and then it could have had this whole crazy awesome fight scene, and then right through the chest.
Yeah.
He's the ghost still.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait a second. We just fought each other, and you weren't even going to die. And then he's like, strike me down in anger, whatever. I like that line that he says.
Yeah.
And I think he should have done that and messed up while Leia and the rest of the group left through the back.
Yeah.
And they were
kind of like what they did in the movie.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then except for the whole Ray shouldn't have lifted the rocks. They should have blown it up.
Yeah, they should have just been able to, like, why are there rocks?
Exactly.
That's just a stupid plot point.
Like, Luke had to spend forever just to pull his ship out. Yeah.
Oh, one cool idea that I thought of. Maybe instead of, Kylo Ren comes down, I really like the Leia thing. What if he comes down and he's just kind of, like, he just has this stone cold look on his face, like he's like, oh no, I'm going to have to kill my mom. And he's walking over kind of slowly, and he's like, Mom. And she's like, come on, do it. Kill me. And then he's like, and then she's like, I knew you couldn't. Or something like that. And then Luke shows up. So he doesn't even try to kill her.
See... Okay, this is the problem.
Yeah.
I think he should have tried to kill her because earlier he goes against Rey too.
Well, because he doesn't like his dad. It's been established that he doesn't like his dad. His dad was almost like a deadbeat dad, but his mom loved his mom. But then
Snoke was like his other dad, and then he was like, you need to fix this. You need to kill your mom. You need to not be attached anymore. And so I was thinking, in his mind, he should have been like, you know what? Rey didn't join me. I killed my father. Snoke's dead. I have to show that I am the Sith Lord. And
or everything was for nothing.
Exactly. Then all of this was nothing.
Yeah.
And then he should have turned it on. They should have this awesome battle. So yeah, that's just what I think should have happened. I think that would have made it a much more enjoyable movie.
Let me talk about the Rey part, because he doesn't really like Rey that much. I think that I liked how they cut to Rey just being on the planet, and she hands Luke the lightsaber. I like that. Don't throw it behind your shoulder. That's just a stupid little gag. He should have just looked at it and been like, he should have said the "who are you" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she could be like, "I'm nobody," and they could have that conversation on the hilltop. I would have liked that. And then he could have been like, "I don't care, the Jedi are dead." And then there could be that montage where Rey is just following him as they're doing.
Because I did like him not
wanting to train.
Yes, because that showed that he's not just this awesome Luke. Yeah, he's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
He's always happy. No, he's depressed. Everyone he trained died, and like he's a sad, broken man, and I loved that about the movie.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
Except for the whole, he was an idiot and he's like drinking the milk out of the udder of the.
Yeah.
Like cut out all of that.
Yeah.
No, stop. No,
it was
not.
kind of hot.
No.
Anyway, so he's like, "I don't care, the Jedi are over," and he's walking. She's like, "Wait, where are you going? Where are you going?" And he's like, "Get out of my way." And then she's like, "I'm not going to stop until you train me." And then, there's the thing with the fish, which, like, I don't know. That was cool, I guess, jumping on the fish. The blue milk was weird. Maybe another chore that he does. And then finally, she realizes she's not getting anywhere. So she finds the Jedi place that she was. And then he could be like, "Really? Who are you?" And then you could have that whole scene.
Yeah.
That was great. I don't think she should have fallen into that tavern and, like the weird snap thing.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense, and it didn't add, like, literally nothing was revealed, and you're like, maybe this is explained in a future movie, but I doubt it. She should have just gone into there, and maybe, like, she could have, like, Luke meets her in there, and she's like, "Really, who are you?" And they have that conversation, and she's like, "It's time for the Jedi to end," and he leaves. And then she takes a book and brings it back to the hut and reads it, and as she's reading it, she has a flash. Because in the 7th one, when she finds the lightsaber, she has a flash, and you hear Obi-Wan's voice. So maybe we see that exact same montage, but it's more clear. You can hear what Obi-Wan's saying. It's less flashy, and you can see more clips. And the Force is trying to show her something. That would have been really interesting. And Luke kind of picks up on that. He feels that energy, and he goes and he's like, I felt that. I've never felt the Force that strong. What's going on? And she's like, I need help finding my place in all this. And he's like, "Okay, in the morning I'll train you, but then you will learn why the Jedi need to end." I like that.
Yes.
And then he trains her. Way more training. Like, maybe it takes for. So I like what he said about.
Like your Dunkirk thing.
Yeah,
that could have been cool.
And I like his idea of the rebels sending out the signal, and then the First Order finding that and, like, torturing somebody for that information where they are, because they want to kill the general, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it took a week to get it out of them, or something like that.
Or if anything, it took something. Oh, sorry, the torturing. I think I meant Rey.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so it took about a week to get that information. Whereas General Leia, so she trains for a week, and she's really hardcore training, like 12 hours a day. And I wanted to see more training. Like, it's not that I needed her to be more trained. It would have just been cool. Like, she put her hand on a rock one time. I think that was it, wasn't it? And then they had
she did like a stupid, like, she had a stick and she like,
and then she picked up the lightsaber.
And then she just
But Luke wasn't even there. Like, I wanted Luke to actually be the master. I wanted him to see the training.
Minute 40.
Okay, and I wanted to see the training, and I wanted to I just wanted that relationship to be fleshed out, and maybe him be super cynical about it. He's like, "Look, this is never going to work. Me and you can't face down the First Order all by ourselves."
Exactly.
But he knows he can. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go back out there and make another mistake. I don't like how Luke... Do you like how Luke tried to kill Kylo Ren?
Yes.
I
like the broken part.
Yeah.
Like, he knew, like, Darth Vader, terrible guy. Everything that Anakin, Darth Vader, what he did... destroyed so many things.
Yeah.
Planets, all of the Death Star, people.
Yeah.
So I think when I don't think it was an easy decision. A lot of people are saying like, "Oh, he just decided I'm gonna kill my nephew" or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was that easy.
Yeah.
I think he was crying and he knew he would never be able to explain this to Han and Leia, but he needed to know that the rest of the universe was. It's the thing. 1 over a million.
Yeah.
Are you going? Who are you gonna
And
save?
yeah, he broke.
Are you gonna run over the one person or the 5 people?
Yeah. If you want to show that, that's fine. But the one part that's why I say I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. And since we don't have that Las Vegas scene anymore, where they're going down in the horse race and the kid, we don't have any of that anymore. We can have more scenes of Luke like being uneasy as he's sleeping, and you just see like Luke training Kylo and the kids. And then the next scene, you see Kylo kind of getting darker, and the next scene a little darker, and then you have that revelation of him trying to kill.
Yeah.
Because when it happened, like it almost seemed like he just felt the darkness in him.
Yeah.
I wanted to see like he had to have done something, because we've all had dark thoughts, but we don't act on them.
Exactly.
So if he didn't, I didn't see him act on.
Yeah,
any
I
of
could
it.
see how a lot of people hated it because it was just like,
I don't know.
and then Luke tried to kill him, and then it just shows him like,
and the way he's like, "Ee." Yeah. And you're like, what is Poe, Finn, and Rose gonna do? No, is this okay? No Rose at all in the movie? Can we just cut her
Yes.
out? Yeah. Okay. So
Yes.
I think
please.
Finn should. So they're gonna go to the Crystal Planet, right? They're about to warp, and Finn's like, they're safe. I don't need to worry about them. I need to worry about Rey. So I think it would have been cool if Finn's about to leave in the pod and Poe's like, what are you doing? And Finn's like, I need to go find Rey, and I know where she is, and she needs to know that we're in danger and we're going to this crystal planet and we need to go somewhere else. And Poe could be like, I'm coming with you because I've been kicked out of all the plans. The plan kicking out of was stupid, but if they're going to do it, I think I want to see Finn and Poe together, and they're just flying through the galaxy trying to get to Rey. We have a couple scenes cutting back where they're doing that. Maybe they have to land on a planet to get gas fueled, and we see a cool planet, maybe a planet we've already seen before, which would have been like a really cool callback. But nothing. They just need to get gas, and then they can go on their way. And then they meet up with Rey and Luke and Chewbacca, and is there any C-3PO and R2-D2 with them? Yeah. They meet up with all of them, and then they all go back to the Crystal Planet.
Yes.
Maybe Finn even is like, maybe he's like, we need to go get Rey because the Empire are going to find us eventually, and we need somebody that powerful on our side. She found Luke, we need to help her convince Luke to come with us. Something like that, where they meet up, and then they go to the Crystal Planet, so that Finn and Poe aren't just stuck on a ship doing nothing, because nobody cares about the ship, but we care about those characters.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, and then Rey's parents...
like you said earlier, with the whole like,
yeah,
like legit, it brought nothing to the story. Like the whole, like,
if it would have revealed something.
like I understand, like, oh, it revealed that her parents were nobody. Anyway, Luke could have said that, like, like, oh, your parents, yeah, it was Jack and Sarah, you know,
yeah.
Like, if it had shown nothing, and then it was just like a blue light or something, or green light,
yeah,
and like green and red, and then it turned in. I don't know. If it had something that gave a speck of some, like a theory or something that actually pertained to the story, I would have been fine with it. But she legit climbs down this hole, scary music, all this reflection, and then time to get out.
Yeah. Like, one big thing.
Gosh.
This movie has no reason at all to reveal anything about Rey's parents. The story isn't about that. So don't say anything about it. Still have it be a mystery, still have her be searching for it, and still have her be confused. Don't reveal it. Her parents are nobody. That's a cool reveal.
Yeah,
don't
I do
leave
like
it.
that.
Don't leave it for this movie. Do another movie when Rey's actually looking. That's not what Rey's doing right now.
Exactly.
Another thing. Let's double team this one. Snoke. How should he have been done better? Because
he should have been done because Andy Serkis, amazing.
Yeah,
I love him.
Obviously.
Like
character design, not that great. I think they should have gone. They should have gone prosthetic.
But him,
that was dumb.
I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
And I can't believe they killed. Like, it would have been fine with me if he had died right there. I would have gotten over it. The fact that he died when he said, I know everything that's in Kylo's mind, and he cannot deceive me. And then he deceives him because he doesn't know what's in his mind, and then kills him. I thought that was the lamest way.
Well, yeah, and also, I think what it was alluding to is he can feel, he's like, I can feel your darkness brewing. Like, he can feel that he's going to kill somebody, but he doesn't know. But haven't we seen that people can read their minds better than that? And also, Also, he's like super. I don't know. It was just they build him up to be this big power. You just don't build him up as much if you're gonna kill him that fast. Yeah, I'm not saying 7. 7 was fine, but in this one, like he's like stopping Rey and like contorting her and
making
the lightning thing. I was like, he's so powerful. He would have seen that lightsaber. What I think should have happened.
You know how they were connected?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I thought it was okay.
I was fine with it, but I didn't.
There was no reveal.
Again, there was no point. It was not like
Snoke. Well, they say Snoke was connecting them.
Yeah.
But what I think should have happened, Kylo slashes at Snoke, cuts him, then it heals, and he's like, "You can't defeat me." He's like, "Don't you think like it should have been an Infinity War Thanos thing where Gamora cuts Thanos' throat and Thanos is dead, but it's really just to see what they would do."
Exactly.
And then Snoke's like, "You really think you could kill me?"
And
with
the whole
one?
you should have gone for the head thing.
Yeah.
Like Snoke was so powerful.
Yeah.
And then he died by the most dumb reason.
No, yeah, I think he should have just been like, "You really think I would have let you kill me with one lightsaber thing? I just wanted to see what you'd do. I just wanted to play around with you." And then he's like, boom. And then Kylo and Rey realize he's so powerful they have to team up, but they can't beat Snoke, obviously. Yeah. So they get in an escape pod and they escape together and they land on the crystal paddle for the last fight.
Because then what could happen is, that would be really cool, because then we've split. It's not the dark and the light side anymore.
They're just...
Because now it's the dark side, the light side, and Kylo Ren. No, neither one likes Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
And you want to know what I wanted to happen in the third movie?
What?
In 9?
Yeah.
I wanted it to not be the dark side or light side anymore.
Gray side.
I want it to be nobody anymore.
But
I wanted the Jedi to end. I did not just the Jedi. I want the Sith. I want everything to end.
Yeah.
And Rey is what ends that thing, even though I hate her. She has to end it. Okay.
No, and People are saying Grey Jedi were going to be in The Last Jedi. I never thought they should have been, because you can't introduce Grey Jedi as soon as he said the Jedi will end. I'm like, maybe Grey Jedi in the 9th movie, but you can't say that and then have that be a thing. Like, there needs to be build up. But so Kylo and Rey escape to the Crystal Planet. Snoke comes down. Well, Snoke doesn't come down. He just sends people down. Boom, 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 boom. Then Snoke comes down, and all of them team up. Luke.
Snoke's on the Crystal Planet?
Yeah. Snoke versus Luke, Kylo, and Rey. They all fight. They kill Kylo. No, they kill Snoke, and then Kylo's like, "Great, thank you." Turns on his red lightsaber. He's like, "Now I'm the thing of this bee." And then Princess Leia walks out, and we have your end.
Dude.
Did we just make the best movie?
Gosh.
So he's like, "Thanks."
Dude, I would have been...
So now he's
sick.
Now he's the new leader of the First Order, and, he's gonna kill Leia, and then Luke stops him.
And then there's like so then you have a 4v4, right? And then you have...
Give me a boner stop.
And then you have a 2v2.
Yeah.
And then Rey is trying to get everyone out, and then Leia dies. And then Leia dies. Oh, gosh.
Best movie. Okay, and the video. Thanks. Next week we will be talking about another movie. We
have the music.
Decided.
Sorry, we'll cut this out. Show the music like da-da-da-da-da-da. And next week we will talk about it just ends we're freaking out. Yeah. But yeah.
Wait, is that good? Final word? I think we're good.
I think it should have ended with that whole Leia.
I think we killed
thing.
Yeah.
And then I love the 4v4 fight. And I think...
And then the 2v2 and Kylo taking over as the First Order. And then in the 9th one, he's the leader of the First Order.
Exactly.
And General Hux is kind of being like, no, Snoke's the leader, but I'm not going to say anything because you can kill me. Like, Snoke's like, General Hux is like, you can kill me, right? So I'm just going to, do a quiet mutiny. And maybe even help the rebellion in the 9th one. So then I can take over. So there's a lot of crisscross applesauce.
But I think this myth is confirmed. I think we did it.
No, the Last Jedi is amazing now.
We fixed The Last Jedi.
I didn't think this video was going to go that great.
I did not think so.
Awesome. Next week.
This is it. This is the last video. This is the first.
This is the thumbnail.
This is. Thanks for watching. It was fun.
So it's like artistic.